Well, Rise and Grind DMV, happy Sunday. We are waking up to overcast skies across the area. We're going to be tracking more rain as we head through your day today. So keep it here. We'll have a full breakdown of that forecast up next.
This morning on DC News Now, severe weather rocking the DMV, causing flash flooding and leaving people stuck in their cars and buildings. The latest on all of the aftermath. And a boil water advisory lifted after a water main break on Saturday morning. But we've got info from water officials on what you should do before you use the water. A miracle for one Prince George's County family after their father went missing.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on DC News Now this Sunday morning. I'm Haley Milon. Let's take a live look outside right now, 7 o'clock your time. Our friends in Hagerstown are seeing not much. Not seeing much, Brittany, because visibility is pretty low.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So what is causing that? I noticed it was fog on my drive-in, but at this hour, is that rain? Is that mist or is that fog?
So they're actually seeing rain at this hour as you head out towards Dole Highway. So take your time, but they're also dealing with some patchy fog, low visibility. Your drive-in was foggy. My drive-in was foggy. We're going to be holding on to some patchy fog as we head through the rest of your morning, as well as mostly cloudy skies as well. So not the best way to start off our Sunday fun day, but notice outside of Hagerstown, most of the area seeing those dry conditions. You head further south though, out towards Stafford, it looks like some light rain beginning to develop there off into the Allegheny front in the higher elevations along I-81. They are also seeing some showers back off to the west out towards Kaiser as well as Cumberland. You guys are holding on to some wet conditions. So let's zoom into Hagerstown right now just so we could see the rain. It looks like some moderate to heavy downpours are starting to fall into that area. So if you are driving Hagerstown, looks like right along 70, that interchange between 70 right now, seeing that moderate to heavy downpour. Further off to the north along that Maryland, Pennsylvania borderline along I-81, they are starting to see some moderate to heavy downpours as well. So take it slow if you are heading out in those areas right now. We'll continue to track isolated showers and storms though as we head through your day today. So keep it here. We'll break down that forecast, Haley, up next.
All right. We'll check in with you shortly. Breaking now out of Virginia, Fairfax County Fire and Rescue on the scene of an apartment fire in the Frying Pan area. The fire started on Farm Crest Drive this morning. They say the fire is now out, but wow, look at all of that action there. One firefighter is injured. No other injuries were reported. And severe storms moving through the area causing flooding in parts of the DMV. Several people had to be rescued from cars and floodwaters. Montgomery County says in just 2 hours from 5 to 7 o'clock last night, firefighters got 100 calls, including dozens of water rescues. They happened in Potomac, Kensington, Silver Spring, Tacoma Park, and other areas. Some of the biggest problem areas just north of the district. The Sligo Creek quickly overflowed its banks to where at least one person had to be rescued. And in Silver Spring, a fire truck hit floodwaters here. Wow, look at this. Struggling there to get through. This was at Washington Avenue and East-West Highway in Silver Spring. The fire truck stuck, as well as this white vehicle here on the right side of your screen. And Montgomery County fire crews rescuing about 20 people last night in Chevy Chase after the floods left them stranded in a building. This happening on Meadowbrook Lane. Crews say those folks were attending an event when the water began to rise outside. Fortunately, though, everyone was safely evacuated. And you can stay up to date on all of the quickly changing conditions. Just go to our website, dcnewsnow.com. You'll find the current temperatures, the live radar, and get an outside look anywhere in the DMV with our weather cameras. In Maryland, WSSC lifting the boil water advisory this morning for parts of Prince George's County. The agency issuing the advisory yesterday. Water customers in Hyattsville, Cheverly, Seat Pleasant, and Capitol Heights are impacted. There was a rupture at a 16-inch diameter water line along Columbia Pike, and many residents in the area received free bottled water at one pickup location.
Neighborhood has been banding together, just making sure that we keep each other updated as best possible, and we're just making sure that we're boiling water in the home and trying to find any stores that still have the bottled water available. So we're making it work.
And WSSC is asking affected customers to test out their water before using it. They say start with the faucet on the lowest floor in your home. Slowly open the cold water sink faucet. Make sure to repeat and make sure that the water runs clear. Repeat that step on all of your floors going from the bottom up. Turn the faucets off though once they run clear. They also say flush refrigerator water lines as well. Meantime, DC Fire investigating an unknown leakage at a storage facility in Northeast. They responded to 5th Street yesterday for reports of an unknown product that was leaking. 2 people there were evaluated and told emergency crews they were experiencing medical issues after being exposed to the leak.
Mr. Speaker, I ask that the House observe a moment of silence to remember Eric Jackham.
A moment of silence on the House floor honoring a congressional intern who was shot and killed in the district last month. Eric Jackham was from Massachusetts, was interning for Representative Ron Estes. He, along with Massachusetts Congressman Jim McGovern, paying tribute to the young man.
Came to the Capitol eager to learn, contribute, and serve the people and this great institution.
A dedicated and thoughtful and kind person who loved our country, and he gave his life in the service to others. I thank him for his service and for the impact he had on our lives.
Eric was just standing on a sidewalk in D.C. along with a woman and a teen near him, a block away from the Mount Vernon Square metro station when they were shot. The woman and the teen survived, but police say they were just caught in crossfire, not even the intended targets of the shooting. There is now a combined $40,000 reward for information that leads to a conviction. Pressure coming from Capitol Hill to move the RFK Stadium redevelopment bill forward. House Oversight Chair James Comer urging the D.C. Council to act fast. He wrote a letter to D.C. Chair Phil Mendelson on Thursday telling him to stop delaying and start deciding. The nearly $4 billion plan would bring the commanders back to the district after decades of them being in Maryland. But the council recently delayed voting after public pushback over costs and housing priorities. Public hearings on the legislation scheduled to start later this month. And more efforts in Maryland to keep federal workers recently fired in the workforce. Montgomery County unanimously passing a bill to create a hiring preference for those who are impacted. Officials say the Trump administration has displaced more than 4,000 federal workers in Montgomery County alone since January. Now, this new legislation will help keep the talent base here in the DMV. In Montgomery County as well, leaders are cracking down on illegal house parties that are causing problems for many communities. And Montgomery County Council members took a vote on Tuesday to increase penalties. The legislation now prohibits any unlicensed parties for profit without filing the proper paperwork. It also
incredibly important, not just for my district, but across the county, where it's not that we didn't have some tools available, they just weren't functioning quite right in terms of both deterrence and enforcement.
The legislation prohibits any unlicensed parties without the paperwork being filed. It also increases fines for anyone who's caught throwing one of these parties from a maximum of $500 to a maximum of $5,000. And the bill 1325 has passed. It will go into effect after County Executive Mark Elrick signs it. A scene of relief in Maryland when first responders in Prince George's County found a man with dementia. He'd been missing for days. Our Daniel Hamburg has more on the efforts to get this heartfelt reunion to happen.
This is the moment Tuesday night that 78-year-old Woodrow Snyder was found and helped by first responders. His wife giving him a big hug and his daughters emotional too.
He was hugging us, telling us, don't worry, don't worry. You ladies are too beautiful to be crying like this. Don't worry. And he kept saying, that's my wife.
Daughters Nia Snyder and Dr. Narissa Dix spent days searching for him in Henson Creek Park.
My sister and I went out, in hazmat suits, searching the woods. We had machetes. We had tree cutters.
They say police were focused in the wrong areas where he'd been found before.
People aren't a statistic or just a number or just data to base your investigation on or your search on. Each person in each case is going to be different.
Despite what detectives told her, Dix didn't give up, and neither did the volunteers, including a woman and her dog who eventually found him.
I think it's just really important for people to know to advocate for your family members. Don't wait for the police or for detectives to move on things. If you feel like you can find them, to do that.
His family is grateful he's okay.
Maybe he had food, maybe he ate some animals or something while he was there. We'll never know what he was doing on his great escape, but he put us through it.
Now we're told Snyder was taken to a hospital in Virginia. His family says other than being a little weak, he's overall doing well. A pretty bug that can do ugly damage to crops has been found in Northern Virginia parks and recs. Officials say that the spotted lanternfly is only expected to grow in its presence. Officials are asking people to smush and kill them if you see them. They can hurt grapevines, fruit trees, and garden plants. An alert for drivers in Virginia. You got to pump the brakes. There are now work zone speed cameras set up along Fairfax County Parkway. Officials say between I-66 and 123, you'll see those cameras. The speed limit in that area is now 45 miles per hour. Drivers caught speeding will be fined up to $100 an hour. A good warning, right, Brittany?
Yeah, and you know what? I know you said those bugs are pretty, but
no, I don't think they are.
Yeah,
but
I would say
people generally do.
yeah.
I freak out when I see one.
I'm not people's.
Are they gonna? I'm getting chills thinking about them. Are they gonna be like in the weather today?
Yeah, you know, they're gonna be hit or miss showers today. So if you are gonna be out for your Sunday fun day, just keep that in mind. Temperatures, though, will be warmer than what we saw yesterday. It's also gonna be a bit muggier as well. Highs today expected to be in the lower 90s, right around seasonable for this time of year. But at times it could feel like the upper 90s. And then tomorrow we finally start to dry things out. So